Ageism is present in the world in the form of speech accommodation and elder speak. This has been seen in adults and young adults when speaking to an elder. They increase the volume, speak much slower, and use simplified vocabulary. Elder speak tends to be done since we hold stereotypical beliefs that older people are helpless due to their diminishing health. This can impact the self-esteem of older people negatively, and with prolonged exposure, it can cause them to believe that they are completely helpless and need to be assisted with everything they do in life. However, this phenomenon has yet to be researched in younger children. And why would it be important to understand about elder speak, even though sometimes we do it out of goodwill? Although it is demeaning and may strain the relationship between grandparents and children, it is done sometimes out of goodwill to try and help the older people understand the information being given better. This is similar to when parents use baby talk to explain complicated concepts to children. By recognizing elder speak in young children, perhaps we could find ways to bridge the gap in communication between older people and children, as well as destigmatize the notion that older people need elder speak to understand the younger generation. Flamion and colleagues' research published in 2019 aimed to discover whether children also accommodate their speech to older people. This was done through a Skype session where the female speakers were only able to provide answers through written words, and the 7 to 12-year-old children had to describe the words that they picked. Both groups had to make two different female speakers guess two words. In group 1, as shown here, the older speaker was a 75-year-old lady, was shown to the child first. Then the younger lady of 25 years was then asked to guess the same word. In group 2, the order that the children speak to the female guessers was switched to see if there would be any difference in the way that the children explained the words to the speakers. Since the groups of words don't really allow much for a varied speech, the female speaker would then ask the child a question based on the word, like, "What was your favorite cartoon?" This allowed for more varied speech, and then later on the children were then asked if they thought the speakers did a good job guessing the word. The results of the experiment conducted by Flamion and their colleagues showed that when the children talked to the second speaker, their speech duration was much longer and louder. The children also talked much longer when the second speaker was the older lady.